Hello and welcome to CBN4's Primetime News Package. Let's take a look at the headlines for today. $1.9 million for home repairs in the Pebush constituency. Prime Minister Skerrit congratulates Barbados' first female Prime Minister. And in sports, DAVA Business League resumes after an extended break thanks to Hurricane Maria. Stay tuned for these and other stories when CBN4's Primetime News returns. We'll be right back.
Sweet talk, dear man, never lot of that. Yes, I. You don't know it's your boy Trilogy, urging everybody, young and old, to stay strong and stay healthy. You don't know we're doing it for 2018. Boom.
And welcome back to CBN4's Primetime News. I am Arlen Christopher. First up, following the passage of Hurricane Maria in September 2017, a policy statement was declared by the Honorable Prime Minister for Dominica to become the first climate resilient country in the world. However, in order to achieve this objective, continuous monitoring of the integration of climate resilient strategies into national planning remains a critical part of the process. Earlier today, the DVRP Project Coordination Unit, PCU, convened its 4th annual pilot program on climate resilience, monitoring and reporting validation workshop at the Office of the Disaster Management Conference Room. This year represents the 4th year in monitoring and reporting on Dominica's progress under the 5 PPCR's core indicators.
Investment. 5 core indicators are mentioned or monitored and reported annually by participating pilot countries. And those indicators are as follows. Core indicator 1, the degree of integration of climate change into national planning. Core indicator 2, evidence of strengthened government capacity and coordination mechanism to mainstream climate resilience. Core indicator 3, quality of and extent to which climate responsive instruments and investment models are developed and tested. Core indicator 4, extent to which vulnerable households, communities, businesses and public sector services use improved PPCR supported tools, instruments, strategies, activities to respond to the climate variability and climate change. And core indicator 5, the number of people supported by the PPCR to cope with the effects of climate change.
The Minister for Environment, Climate Resilience, Disaster Management and Urban Renewal further stated that the national goal to become the first climate resilient country in the world can only be achieved through commitment and partnership, not only within the private sector, but by embracing a public-private partnership approach.
Open mind if we are to achieve this goal of being the first climate resilient country in the world. The first step is honestly, really believing that it can be achieved.
Resilience monitoring automatically results in the identification of investments and interventions which are needed to advance achievement of goals as well as accomplish capacity building requirements, identification of challenges, and incorporation of lessons learned. Tourism Awareness Month 2018 is being celebrated under the theme Banner Tourism is Everybody's Business. Let's play our part. The objective of the annual month-long celebration is to increase public awareness of the tourism and hospitality industries' economic, cultural, and social contributions to our nature isle. Following the passage of Hurricane Maria, the library of the Trafalgar Primary School was adversely affected. On Wednesday, May 23rd, Discover Dominica Authority (DDA) presented library books to the Trafalgar Primary School as part of activities for Tourism Awareness Month. The project was made possible through the generous donations of books by the state of the DDA and Invest Dominica Authority. The presentation ceremony was attended by the Director of Tourism, Colin Piper, and staff of the DDA. Tourism Awareness Month is an annual event which has been celebrated in May over the past 10 years. And as part of activities planned for the Oral Health Week, the Minister for Health and Social Services, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Daru, gave an address on the occasion of Oral Health. Oral Health Week is being celebrated under the theme Educating and Advocating for Optimum Oral Health.
Integral part of general health, as it touches every aspect of our lives and should not be taken for granted. The World Health Organization defines oral health as a state of being free from chronic mouth and facial pain, oral and throat cancer, oral sores, birth defects such as cleft lip and palate, periodontal disease, tooth decay and tooth loss, and other diseases and disorders that affect the oral cavity. Oral health is a significant contributor to the quality of life and is affected by the many social, economic, and lifestyle-related risk factors. The Oral Health Services celebrates this week of activities with its
The Oral Health Services celebrates this week of activities with its aim being to improve the oral health of the population through outreach and educational programs with the hope to raise awareness of the importance of adopting good oral hygiene practices.
preventative dental care is important for all ages, particularly young people between the stages of childhood, adolescence, and early childhood, and is the key to long-term oral health and overall health. It is therefore hoped that persons will become more involved and take responsibility for their oral health care. Oral health continues to be a critical aspect of general health conditions around the world, and because of its weight in the global burden of disease, its associated treatment costs, and the potential for effective prevention, it has been given priority globally. Poor oral health, which causes pain or discomfort, disrupts the normal functioning of the body, resulting in persons being unable to function properly. Thus, work output is reduced or is halted completely due to an inability to function. Dental decay and gum disease are among the most common among the children and adult population. Worldwide, 60 to 90% of school children and nearly 100% of adults have dental cavities, which can be prevented by maintaining a constant low level of fluoride in the oral cavity.
Activities will continue on Thursday, May 31st with a school outreach day. And stay tuned, we'll be back with more news coming up after this break.
Sweet talk, dear man, never lot of that. Yes, I. You don't know it's your boy Trilogy, urging everybody, young and old, to stay strong and stay healthy. You don't know we're doing it for 2018. Boom. Sweet Talk, dear man, never lot of that. Yes, I. You don't know it's your boy Trilogy, urging everybody, young and old, to.
And welcome back. In an effort to further support schools affected by Hurricane Maria, Kimara Matthew, owner of Finesse Beauty House of Fashion, a local boutique and fashion studio, announces the staging of a major fashion show dubbed Dripping in Finesse Fashion in the Streets Prom Edition. The event will take place on Friday, June 1st at the Finesse Beauty storefront on 38 King George V Street in Roseau from 4 p.m. with a percentage of the proceedings raised at the show being donated to select schools. The show will display a wide array of prom pieces. The show will also feature entertainment highlighting the talent of the youth in various art forms including song, dance and poetry. The majority of models will be young individuals and will include a guest appearance from the reigning Miss Teen Georgiana Albert of the Convent High School and a guest performance from Pashiwok Dance Troupe. In other news, Prime Minister of Dominica, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, has congratulated Mia Mottley, the first female Prime Minister of Barbados since the country gained independence from Britain in 1966. Mottley led her Barbados Labour Party to a crushing victory over the Democratic Labour Party during the country's May 24th general elections.
I want to take this opportunity to convey on behalf of the government and people of Dominica and on my own personal behalf and that of my family, our sincerest congratulations to Mia Mottley, the first female Prime Minister of Barbados. For me, it is also a matter of personal friendship. I have known Prime Minister Mottley for many years, and we engender in the last 7 or so years a very personal relationship and friendship. And I have called on a number of occasions for guidance on very important matters. He has, in my mind, one of the best political minds in the Caribbean, a very bright lady. And I believe that her election will usher in a renewed vigor and energy within CARICOM that is much needed now. So we look forward to her leadership and her guidance as we seek to take the Caribbean through these very turbulent periods.
The Prime Minister further stated that the Barbados Prime Minister was very helpful to him personally and to Dominica after the ravages of Tropical Storm Erica in 2015 and after Hurricane Maria in 2017.
Mobilized resources, she mobilized support, and we believe that without that help, we would not have made the kind of progress we made after these two devastating events. So we would like to congratulate her and wish her the very best.
And also in the news, over $1.9 million will go towards home repairs in the constituencies of Paybush, Calabishi and Benz that have been affected by the passing of Hurricane Maria. Honorable Rosalind Paul, the Minister for Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development, and also the parliamentary representative for these constituencies, handed over the checks at her ministry on Tuesday.
The Paybush Village Council will receive $640,800 that will benefit 83 community persons, beneficiaries for roof and home repair. For Calabishi, it is $972,000 and will benefit 92 beneficiaries. And Ben's $303,500 that will benefit 35 villages as well. And that brings the total of $1.9+ million that will be disbursed to the various constituents that have been affected by Hurricane Maria, that their homes have been affected.
95% of Dominica's housing stock suffered severe damage from the hurricane, and the communities of Paybush, Benz, Ansdeme, Solda, and Calabishi got their fair share of damages.
Just like every community in Dominica, particularly in housing, and housing continues to be a priority area for the government of Dominica. We need to ensure that we put people back under their roof to ensure that they are secure, they are safe, that we can get rid of the tarpaulins, we can get rid of the temporary roof that we put on. Some of them are still leaking, or some persons lose their entire home. And while we've not gone into full-fledged building homes, but there are some vulnerable people who have been displaced, and in between we build a few houses for the people who are most vulnerable and who need a home right now.
Housing has been a key priority for the government of Dominica, especially after the widespread destruction caused by Hurricane Maria to the country's housing stock. And we'll be back with sports right after this break.
Sweet talk, dear man, never of that. Yes, I. You don't know, it's your boy Trilogy, urging everybody, young and old, to stay strong and stay healthy. You don't know we're doing it for 2018. Boom. Sweet talk, dear man, never of that. Yes, I. You don't know, it's your boy Trilogy, urging everybody, young and old, to stay strong and stay healthy. You don't know we're doing it for 2018. Boom.
And 7 teams are poised and ready to continue their journey to becoming the Dominica Amateur Volleyball Association Business League champions. Domlec, N2N, Police, Prison, NEP Workers, Petro Stars and BNS will battle it out in the month of June as the league, which was halted by Hurricane Maria, recommences. Only the RBC Lions exited the league, which will kick off this weekend at 12th Street, Canefield. On Saturday, Domlec will take on N2N from 3 p.m. and that match will be followed by a clash between Petro Stars and NEP Workers. Sunday will bring Prison across the nets from BNS. So far, Prison and NEP Workers tops the point standings with 15 points apiece. Domlec will resume Saturday's match with 12 points. BNS has 10 points. N2N has 5 points. Petro with 3 points and Police with 0. Digital has reached an agreement to end to its sponsorship relationship with Cricket West Indies 1 year early following a successful 13-year partnership. Dominic Wan, Director of Commercial Marketing and Communications for Cricket West Indies, commented, "On behalf of everyone at Cricket West Indies, I would like to thank Digicel for their fantastic support over the past 13 years. It has been a great and successful partnership for both Cricket West Indies and Digicel. We are now primed to take on a number of new initiatives as part of our recently announced strategic plan to make cricket the heartbeat of the Caribbean. We hope to make an announcement on our new long-term principal partner soon." In related sports news, Cricket West Indies today announced Sandals Resorts as the Windies team sponsor for tomorrow's charity match against the ICC World 11. The high-profile match will be played at Lord's on Thursday, May 31st at 6 p.m. That is 1 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time, 12 noon in Jamaica time. The announcement was made today by Johnny Grave, Chief Executive Officer of Cricket West Indies, as the Windies arrived in London to prepare for the match. As part of the agreement for the sponsorship, the Windies team will have the Sandals logo on their playing and training clothing, stadium branding at Lord's, and Sky Sports broadcast sponsorship of the match. And that takes us to the end of today's Primetime News package. On behalf of the entire CBN4 team, I am Alan Christopher saying thank you for watching.